Let's talk about a problem that you've almost definitely seen in your own home, even if you couldn't quite put a name to it.
You know that feeling, right? You pull your glasses out of the dishwasher and they're just cloudy. Or you're trying to wash your hands and the soap just won't lather up. It feels kind of weak. Well, those are classic signs of a hidden culprit lurking in your water. And that invisible culprit? It's something called hard water. It's the real reason behind so many of those little everyday annoyances. And what's really wild is how all this stuff is connected. You know that sticky film on your shower door? That's soap scum. It happens when minerals in the water react with your soap. And that chalky white gunk on your faucet? That's limescale. It's not just ugly, it's actually clogging your pipes and forcing your water heater to work way harder, burning more energy. It even gets into your laundry and makes your clothes feel all stiff and scratchy.
So what exactly is in your water that's causing all this trouble? Let's break it down.
Okay, so at its heart, water hardness is really just a measurement. Think about it. As water flows through the ground, it's like a sponge, right? It picks up little bits of rock and soil along the way. The more of these minerals it dissolves and carries with it, the harder we say the water is. Now, while a bunch of different minerals can get in there are two main culprits we're really concerned about: calcium and magnesium. Honestly, when people talk about water hardness, 9 times out of 10, they're talking about the concentration of these two. They're the masterminds behind all that limescale and soap scum. And here's a really important point. This isn't about your health. Hard water is generally perfectly safe to drink. In fact, you're getting some essential minerals from it. The problem isn't safety, it's practicality. It's a massive nuisance that ends up costing you real time, money, and energy.
Okay, so you've got both calcium and magnesium floating around in your water. How in the world do you boil all that down to one single, useful number that you can actually do something with?
Right, and this is where it gets clever. You can't just add the amount of calcium to the amount of magnesium, because they have different atomic weights. It'd be like adding apples and oranges. So to solve this, scientists came up with a standard. Think of it like a universal measuring stick. It's called calcium carbonate equivalence. They basically convert the measurements for both minerals into this one standard unit, and poof, you get a single, reliable hardness number.
So what does that number actually mean for you? Well, this chart from the US Geological Survey makes it super clear. If your number is between 0 and 60, hey, you've got soft water, life is good. But once you creep over 120, you're officially in the hard water zone, and you're definitely going to see that soap scum. And if you're way up above 180, whoa, you're dealing with very hard water, and that means limescale is building up fast.
And look, finding out your number isn't just some fun fact. It's literally the key to solving all those problems we've been talking about. It gives you the power to take specific, smart actions.
Here's a perfect real-world example. Programming a water softener. That machine needs to know your exact hardness number to work right. I mean, think about it. If you set the number too low, it doesn't do its job properly, and you still get hard water issues. Set it too high, and it's constantly regenerating, just wasting a ton of salt and water. Getting that number just right is everything.
And hey, it's not just about big appliances. This stuff impacts your daily rituals, like your morning coffee. Seriously. The Specialty Coffee Association has pinpointed this perfect sweet spot for water hardness. If your water's too soft, you can't properly extract all those delicious flavors, and your coffee tastes kind of sour or flat. But if it's too hard, it over-extracts, tastes bitter and chalky, and you're slowly killing your coffee machine with limescale. It's a lose-lose. Once you start looking, you see the applications everywhere. If you keep fish, you have to match the water hardness to what your specific fish need to thrive. You can actually predict how fast that nasty scale is going to build up in your pipes. Even laundry. You can figure out exactly how much detergent to use, because with hard water, you actually need more to get your clothes truly clean.
So by now, I'm sure you're thinking, okay, this is all great, but how do I find out my number? Well, you're going to love this because it's actually incredibly easy.
So, are you ready to stop guessing? Ready to get the actual data for your own home? To find that one magic number that leads to better coffee, sparkling clean dishes, and appliances that actually last?
Well, you can find out, like, right now. We've put a link down in the description to a totally free and super practical calculator. You just pop in your values, and it'll spit out that single powerful number we've been talking about this whole time. Go on, find out what's really in your water.